astrophysicist, neuro-somethingist, radical chickus. Stoked us to have her here with us. It's a great pleasure to let you know that Marissa Rosenberg is... You like that? Can we make some noise for Marissa Rosenberg, everybody, all the way from NASA in the US of A. Make more noise than that, come on, look at this beautiful woman. Come to share her story. Ow! Take a seat. Welcome, Marissa Rosenberg from NASA.
That's right.
Something special happened this morning.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll let you share that with our beautiful audience.
Sure. I'm sure many of you actually got to see this, but the Falcon 9 Heavy launched successfully. It was one of the most beautiful things I think I've ever seen. It's so exciting to have an American launch vehicle again. We have not had any way to get our own astronauts into space since 2013, so it's really momentous.
Wow. Should we give a round of applause for Elon Musk, everybody? What a wacky, crazy dude. We love him.
Definitely.
What came first? Because you work in VR and in space. So what was first for you?
Space. It's always been space. It all started for me when I actually saw a night launch of the space shuttle in Kennedy, and I was about 3 years old. And I decided I was going to be an astronaut. My parents said literally from that day, that's all I said I wanted to be. So not there yet, but we'll see.
That's an aspiration?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yeah, we'll see if I ever get there. It's hard these days.
Is it?
It's really, really difficult, and the kind of laundry list of things that you have to have already done is quite long. One of them is living in an isolated environment. I don't know if you've heard of these studies, but they like lock people up for a year even, with like 5 other people in isolated locations. So I've not done that.
Wow. So then tell us about the work that you do.
Sure. So I study neuroscience and specifically what happens to astronauts' brains when they go into space, and more importantly, when they come back from space. And their balance is very much altered. They can barely walk, and not because of their muscles or their bones, but really because of their balance. And so I am using virtual reality to try and train them to be able to walk, even if they're dizzy and disoriented.
Should we be going to space if it's messing with us? Do you have those big philosophical discussions in the lunchroom?
Not so much there. There is a raging debate at NASA constantly about whether we should go to the moon or Mars and which one's better. But I think you wouldn't be working for NASA if you didn't want humanity to expand off this planet.
And if you had to pick moon or Mars?
For me, moon.
Why?
I don't think that we've proven our technology enough to accept the amount of risk that going to Mars poses. If anything were to go wrong, we can't just send people back quickly. In the moon, if there's a problem, we run out of fuel or oxygen or whatever, it only takes people about 4 days to get back. So that's a lot safer than 6 months to a year back.
Does anyone else kind of freaked out that we're saying it's a much easier road trip back from the moon than Mars? It's only 4 days, mate. Like it's less than going to Cairns. Cairns is up the top of Australia.
Thanks, I had no idea.
Yeah. You want to play a little game with us?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a this or that game. Interstellar or gravity?
Oh, Interstellar.
Sunshine or sphere?
Sunshine.
Event Horizon or the Fifth Element?
Fifth Element.
Yes. And if you were stuck on an international space station and could only take one album with you, what would that be?
I think Daft Punk Discovery.
Yeah, I like that. Should we jump up for a second? Now we saw Captain Hadfield from space. He sung a little Bowie. Would you be cool, maybe all 3 of us, if we sang a little Prince from Pause? You be up for that? Just the chorus?
Purple
Purple rain. Everybody, purple rain. Come on, do these ones. Purple rain, purple rain. That's it, Pause Fest. Thank you so much for being with us at the early show. My name's Michael Dixon. This is Phil Soprano and the Pausables. You guys are without a doubt the most awesome audience we've ever had. Marissa Rosenberg from NASA, everybody. Give it up for Dudet.